Men over 50, if you've been using baking soda alone to improve your blood flow, you're making a silent mistake that could be costing you your strength, your stamina, and your confidence in the bedroom. And today, I'm going to show you the one missing ingredient that turns baking soda from helpful into life-changing. Let me be direct. The reason you're waking up feeling cold, the reason intimacy feels uncertain, the reason you're lying awake wondering where your power went, it's not age, it's not testosterone, it's not even just getting older, it's chemistry. Your blood has become too acidic, and that acidity is suffocating the one molecule responsible for opening your blood vessels, nitric oxide. Without nitric oxide, blood flow collapses. Without blood flow, everything else falls apart. But here's what shocks nearly every man I speak to. The answer isn't hidden in a pharmacy or buried in expensive supplements. It's already sitting in your kitchen. Two simple powders that, when combined correctly, can restore circulation in ways most men never thought possible. My name is Dr. Jocelyn, urologist and men's health specialist with over 30 years of experience. And today I'm going to show you exactly how to use them. But first, if this message is already speaking to you, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Drop a 1 in the comments if you're ready to take back control. Let's go. Here's the truth most men never learn. As you age, your body slowly becomes more acidic. Muscles produce more acid. Recovery slows, metabolism weakens, and that rising acidity destroys nitric oxide, the molecule that tells your blood vessels to open, relax, and allow blood to surge powerfully through your body. Without nitric oxide, nothing happens, no matter how much you want it, no matter how hard you try. And that's where baking soda comes in. Baking soda, sodium bicarbonate, acts as a pH buffer. It reduces excess acidity, giving your endothelial cells the environment they need to produce nitric oxide again. Blood vessels expand, warmth returns, performance strengthens. But here's the problem. Baking soda alone is incomplete. It opens the door, but it can't unlock the full power of circulation by itself. It needs a partner, a catalyst, something that transforms improvement into transformation, and that catalyst is citric acid. Now here's where it gets powerful. When baking soda and citric acid meet in water, they don't just mix, they transform. They create a completely new compound called sodium citrate. And that single transformation is what separates a mild effect from a powerful surge of blood flow that feels alive again. Sodium citrate enters your bloodstream and immediately begins changing the environment inside your vascular system. It reduces oxidative stress, protecting the delicate endothelial cells that produce nitric oxide. It makes red blood cells more flexible, allowing them to glide through the smallest vessels where oxygen delivery determines stamina and performance. And it feeds directly into the citric acid cycle, producing ATP, the energy currency that allows smooth muscle tissue in your blood vessels to open fully and stay open. Men who've tried this describe it like a switch flipping inside their body, a warmth spreading through the chest, a sense that blood is finally moving again instead of fighting against every heartbeat, a feeling of clarity, presence, and strength returning. That's not an illusion. That's biochemistry working the way it was designed to. But here's the catch. And this is where most men fail. It's not just about the ingredients, it's about the timing. You can take the right powders in the right ratio, but if you drink them at the wrong moment, the results disappear into disappointment. The moment baking soda and citric acid fizz together and form sodium citrate, a chain reaction begins. Acidity starts to fall. Endothelial cells switch on. Nitric oxide production finally has the environment it's been starved of for years. But the body isn't a light switch. It needs time to activate. During the first 15 minutes, your bloodstream begins shifting from acidic to alkaline. Around 20 minutes, the first signs of opening begin. A gentle warmth in the hands or chest. Between 30 and 45 minutes, sodium citrate reaches full absorption. Red blood cells begin gliding. Oxygen moves faster. ATP production rises. But it's between 45 and 60 minutes where the change becomes undeniable. This is what I call the readiness window. The moment where circulation becomes prepared, responsive, and powerful. Men tell me that during this period they feel lighter, calmer, more present, as if their body is remembering what it was built to do. Confidence returns not as a thought, but as a feeling. After 60 to 90 minutes, the effect reaches its peak. Blood flow is strong and stable. Nerve response sharpens. Stamina holds without fear. It feels natural, effortless, the way it used to be. So here's the exact formula. The ratio that unlocks this transformation is 2-to-1. 2 parts baking soda to 1 part citric acid. Start with 3 grams of baking soda and 0.5 to 1 gram of citric acid. Pour 8 to 12 ounces of water into a glass. Add the powders. Let them fizz. Stir gently. Drink it on an empty stomach or at least 2 hours after eating, 45 to 60 minutes before you need your circulation to operate at its highest level. Start small if you've never taken baking soda before. Listen to your body. And if you're on a strict low-sodium diet, have kidney issues, or uncontrolled high blood pressure, speak to your doctor first. For most healthy men, this is gentle, safe, and inexpensive. But caution is wisdom, not weakness. But here's what most men don't expect. The real power of this mixture isn't what it does in the first hour. It's what it does over weeks and months. When you use this consistently, several times per week, something remarkable begins to happen. The endothelial lining of your blood vessels begins to rejuvenate. Nitric oxide production becomes more stable. Oxygen reaches tissues that have been neglected for years. Energy improves. Warmth returns. You wake up with clarity instead of fog. You stop avoiding life and start participating again. Confidence returns not just in intimate moments, but in everything. Men tell me they feel courage coming back into their voice, certainty returning to their touch, presence returning to their marriage. All of that from 2 simple powders working together to rebuild what time attempted to take away. So here's my final message to you. Your story is not over. Your body is not broken. What you're struggling with is not weakness. It's chemistry. And chemistry can be changed. Blood flow can return. Strength can return. Intimacy can return. Hope can return. The simple combination of baking soda and citric acid may seem too ordinary to make a difference. But that's exactly why most men overlook it. When used correctly, consistently, and with respect for the science behind it, this mixture helps restore the environment your blood vessels need to open again, to deliver oxygen again, to respond with strength and reliability again. You deserve to feel alive. You deserve to take back control. Take the first step today. Reclaim the man you are, because you're not finished and you're not alone.